Hi everyone, and welcome to part 12 of the most Dupes record attempt. This is taken from the Twitch streams. This is the fourth stream, I think. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one today, but we're going to continue on. So, there was lots to do. I already summarised that at the end of the last episode, so I don't think I need to go over that again. But we were building on. Just why there's not a ladder there. Should be. Continue on, lots to do, so I better get cracking. Let's see. Oh, we were definitely doing orbital research, weren't we? So, where was I with research? To remind myself. Okay, so we've done the orbital research for the hydrocarbon. And we need the materials research, which we're getting. Our rapport generators. Just waiting for rad bolts. This setup's pretty efficient. Got 5 of them going. You can do 7, so if you wanted to do another row, you can. That does increase the rad bolts a little bit. But yeah, this is pretty reliable. So I've got the coal going, a bit of hydrogen, and a lot of manual power currently. But I think there might be this which is driving that. But we'll fix all of that once we get this petroleum boiler up and working. Right, so this was vacuuming nicely. Right, and then we needed some metal tiles here. I'm going to use... do I use metal or do I use... I'm going to use metal. I'm going to use steel. Steel's good. Let's press that. Good conductivity, which we're going to need. This is the main thing, just vacuuming this chamber out. It's a little bit inefficient because their packets aren't all the same, but there's some tiny bits of oxygen wandering around. Quite a big chunk over here, so this should be fine. This will all turn into polluted oxygen. Just make sure there's no debris in. See, there's some. I think there's polluted dirt in there, which is gonna. Just going to keep off-gassing and it's going to slow us down, so we'll get that out top priority. Just double check my scheduling, it's all good. So I've got 12 dupes on 3 schedules, I think, maybe 4. And someone's going to nab this, right? Come on. Not emitting overpressure. There's mine. I'm just checking. They're not sweeping it. I don't know why. Just make sure that's on all and there's nothing funky going on. Okay. That's going to be the oil input. And keep going. So yeah, a lot of building to do. The volcano was tamed and that's now dormant for another 10 cycles. We were still exploring. We have suits up, so we hit the frozen core. Right. Oh, no. I do need to get my planning document up because I think I worked out where I needed to put the industrial brick. This is going to be. Might as well get it in the right place. So. I should have double checked these numbers before this. Why aren't they picking this up? I don't get it. The other way I got is to drop this out, but it's going to unvacuum everything. Well, I'll tell you what, it won't even matter. It won't even matter because we'll get liquid in here, so as long as this isn't off-gassing. It's only 2 kilos anyway, so it does off gas, we can pump it out. Right, so we're going down, we've got that built. Just sweep that stuff out. Sweep in, build in. Right, so I hope these numbers are correct that I've got. I'm going to go with them. Because I'm really going to sit here on the stream and try and work this out. It's going to be pretty slow if we do that. So we're going to go, let's say 158. So 158 is 56. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 29, 30, 55, yeah, 56, okay. Cool, so I said I was going to put this, right. I think I can put this anywhere vertically, more or less. But I wanted to go to the 158th tile. So that's 100. And 58 is here. So down the right side of this oil reservoir. Just marked some stuff out. So I think I can go right up, to be honest, because I plan to have a little bit of storage up here. I can't go too high though. But how many am I going to need? So for this I'm going to need 10 ranches, which is going to be 5 floors. Now I have no idea where my floors are, so obviously I keep an even number from here. As you can see, these ladders are telling me 1, 2. So I'll just mark this out. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a counting exercise. Can we count to 5? I hope so. 3, 4, 5. Way to go. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. Cool. So almost there. That'll probably give us enough. So if we come in here, I think it's already we're going to have a room for oil reservoir there, but that's only one, isn't it? That's only one, so we'll lose one ranch here. This is all going to be ranches. So I can, yeah. So we can do that. We'll put a little door in here. We'll liquid lock it. So we can just do that. And give us a nice vacuum seal on this if we pour a little bit of oil on there. So we'll get a vacuum seal liquid lock. Then the plan was ladder. Now this is where I'm going to fall down, because if I have to go round that oil well, this way things are a little tricky. If it's just one, I might be able to get away with it. It's a lot. Just checking for oil wells. There's another one here. Is that in line with that? Yes, yes. So that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll have to deviate a little bit at the top, but actually that's not too bad a price. So essentially, we'll have to do this. So I'm not sure what to do with this though. Anyway, we'll work that bit out later because we can go down. So let's put the door up here along this level. I'm just going to dig it. There's a lot of oil here. I don't want to trip everywhere. So we'll just skip over that. So if we dump that oil in there, we can then come across and do that. And we'll start filling in an industrial brick over here. So this is going to be a giant Slickster Ranch industrial brick. So the idea was, oh god, I've jumped down on metal as well. Oh, copper, got loads of copper, cool. So pole, ladder, and then you need, stop popping in mesh tiles. So that's a floor level there. I'm just going to lay some of this out. So we'll have a pneumatic door, which will have to be steel. My steel numbers are a little bit low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. So the question is, how do I deal with this? Is this a clear ladder run? Because what I should probably do... Yeah, that's a clear ladder run. We'll invert the pole and the ladder. That's the solution. It's better to have a ladder going all the way up than a pole going up. They can go down ladders, they can't really go up poles. So we'll do that, and then that kind of gives me an idea. This is going for 25, and you can pop that in. So this is going to be giant, absolutely giant. Need another door here, I'll leave it out for now, and then another 25. That's it. And then this is wall, and that'll be tiled all the way across. Oh, this is going to take a lot of resources. Building big. Okay, we'll come back to that. So I think we can play around with it. I'm going to need to rework this power system too. Which there's going to be a lot of digging and changing here. So as we push towards late game, we need to keep tearing the map up. Okay, I think they're running a little bit too much, to be honest, on these. Whereas I think if we focus on getting this other stuff up, we'll eradicate the need for the generators, right? So we're down to milligrams in these layers, but we've still got a couple of grams in these, but they're stuck until this layer disappears, essentially. Okay, and that polluted dose disappeared. I don't know whether it's swept or off-gassed. Unclear, but it's gone, that's the main thing. What's this? I remember these guys as well. That's the natural gas guys are there. So we can probably capture that, right? But steel-wise, where are we with steel? We're out of iron. Okay, that's fixable. Let's stick some more iron in. Okay, we've got loads of lime. And obviously, refined carbon's not hard, so we'll just pop a couple more of those on. I think the lime's coming out of the rock crusher of them. Fossil, and we've got, oh my god, we've got 50 tons of fossil. But that's good, because we're going to need steel. We're going to need a lot of steel in this game. I'm just worried we're going to need a lot of metal ore, although there is a ton there. I'll just have a quick check for metals on the material overlay, and okay. Well, that's all the yellow stuff's lead, that's just refined metal. It's actually the pinky and the orange stuff. But there's quite a lot of it. There's quite a lot of it. More lead, yeah. So we do. I'm pretty sure there's tons and tons of stuff on this map. So strip mining everything together will be the goal. Could work out what to do with this oil as well. I could start an infinite storage for that. I do need to start doing infinite storage. Oh, this is broken again. Oh, because it's sitting in the pipes. Is this clearing the base? Ooh, wrong overlay. Yeah, so we got the carbon dioxide level down by doing that. Okay, cool. So let's take our printables. I don't think we're in a position to take dupes right now. Well, that's really good. But, yeah, food's pretty good. We've got loads of meal lights, but once we get this up and running, we can easily take on another 20 plus dupes quite comfortably. So we'll do that. And then we can really start tearing this map apart. That's going to be the goal. Tear it up, make it suitable. And then fire loads more, right. Oh, we do have some glass too, actually. That was what I was doing up here. So I'm doing so many things, I keep forgetting what I was doing. Right, so if we do that as a 2 there, and then and we'll just stack that down a bit, and we'll just do this for now. I mean, this is very messy. I don't love it, but we'll live with it, and we'll just give that a 6. Like I said in my priorities tutorial, just to make that slightly above default, so they're when you say insufficient resource coal, that is not good. Especially with burning coal as well. We run out of the stuff. Where's the coal? It's consumable ore, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, we've got bits and pieces off there, and we've got a giant chunk down here. We definitely need to dig a load of it up. Can we get down here? Yeah, we can. Oh, this is all coal too. Two. So I think we can just dig across like this. Again, we'll just do that 6 and let them dig it. But yeah, they'll jump on with this because I think, well, the solar panels will make the coal hopefully more or less irrelevant, or at least solvable. Battery wise, yeah, I've got these jumbo batteries here. Cooling wise, everything's good because we put this cooling loop in. So aquatuners are doing their job. So I think, to be honest, we've definitely cracked the mid game. So it's now just about getting to the late game. Just let them build. Okay, brilliant. So we've already built these. So, oh god. Damn shuffles. Let's get my giant ladder pole combo. Oh, I've got water here. Check the liquid. Just get him to mop it. Oh, I keep getting soggy feet. I don't know where that water's come from, to be honest. That's a bit of a mystery, but okay. Oh, they're going to get going fighting this damn shovel every time it resurfaces. So shovels are great, but they can be damn annoying. I think we've already dug that, yeah, so we've got loads of coal. I mean, we've got another 2 tons. We're running the generators on coal currently. And once these solar panels come on, we should need the coal, and we've got enough for the refined carbon in the kilns, so yeah, we've got loads of that. So we'll just keep on making steel. We've got another half a ton. We've got that all mopped up. Base is still a complete mess, but there you go. Yeah, as soon as he comes up, I think everyone runs up to kill him, and then he disappears again, and they all run back down. Just checking if that's... If I made this out of aluminium ore, then it's not going to work, is it? No enough. I'm just going to 7 this, because this is really the top priority thing to do, I think. I mean, they're actually working, it's just not connected to anything, so wasting everyone's time. Let me just double check on the skills. Okay. Get that. I think we're alright. Just give them carrying. If we don't know what else to get, we'll hold off on Lindsay on that. I'll give them astronomy because we may well need that. Although we've got 2 of them already, so. Okay. Just not going too high. I always like to leave a little bit of a buffer on the skills. If you go right up, you're asking for trouble, that's the thing. Good, kill it. Yes, Lyra. Oh, come on. As long as Ellie's coming to build something, then... Okay, oh, yes. Got him. That's a load of meat, but... doesn't hurt. Okay. So, right, so we're down, the carbon dioxide's coming out of here now. Small layer of polluted oxygen. That's down to the micro crown, so this is still 100 milligrams. This is almost vacuumed out, and once it is, we'll be good. We can sweep this up and fill it in. We've got the counterflow going, we'll have to do some tuning. But of course, we'll need these 3 reservoirs. taps. We've only built one. Yeah. That's 7. I don't know why it's taking so long. I feel like I should be able to do this quicker. I feel like that's buried, but it doesn't seem to say so. So, yeah, sure, sure, we'll go with it. If you're happy, I'm happy. So Dracos are here. Some pitch pepper up. That's fine. Reed fibre, we got 34, so we've got more than enough. This room definitely needs more hydrogen, but I need to work out what the storage is going for that. Especially if we're blasting rockets off from here, because the exhaust is going to be down to there. But ideally I wanted my storage in this area. Although I could go to the right. Because I don't think I'm too pushed for space over here. In terms of my plan, although not. So we could do that. We can go into this area maybe. Although the higher the better, but this is going to be the top level of the base. So ideally it'd be in this area, but it's... No, actually, I mean, we can do it in a vacuum area because that's useful. Just stops heat transfer. So as long as we spec the pumps correctly, we'll be fine. So I'll build it in that vacuum area. It's going to look a bit out there for now, but we'll flesh this all out later. Getting really fed up of these not being connected, so come on, guys. Just the coal's keeping us going for now. We got some balm lilies in here, but there's no hydrogen. There's some hydrogen somewhere else we could steal, I'm sure. There's a little gas line here. So this is probably not what we want. Materials research. Oh, it takes so long for these big ones. Well, I'm kind of jumping ahead, I suppose, to the large petroleum rocket. Right, are we done on the solar? We're done on the solar panels. Awesome. Is that right? Current load's 5 kilowatts. Wowza. Okay, I was wondering why these are still running, but 5 kilowatts. But yeah, the solar panel should pin these up now. I've got Catalina's injured, so... Because that's all, well, around a kilowatt for peak power. Now they're already building over here. I'd say what we should do is just ask them to prioritise this, because this is the more important stuff. Alright, cool, and all the polluted oxygen's gone and we're down to micrograms of carbon dioxide. Unfortunately there's quite a bit over here. It's only 200 though. So we'll quickly get through that. The volcano's still got 7 cycles, so to be honest, we're not mega in a rush to do it. Because we don't have any magma for this to work anyway. There you go. I'm just going to quickly double check the colony report for power, because it seems to me like we're using a lot. Gas pump, 600, right. Okay, so the aquatuners are a lot, which I thought. The rad bolts are quite a lot by itself, and the gas pumps are... yeah. Let's take the fish. I really wish I had an area to put the fish in. I just wonder if I could make an area. They would be able to come across there. I'll just make an area for the Paku to drop into, because it's always good to have them. Just making lime. Although I don't know how pushed for lime we're going to be because of the just the nature of this map. But we'll pop a bottle emptier in, and I'll put 9 and enable water bottle, and then the Paku should be able to flop down into it, I think. Oh, okay, not a whole lot of liquid there. Just trying to see if they're pulled towards it, because they will flop towards liquid pools. Yeah. There's a little bit there, so I'll tell you what we'll do is just pop. I don't know if that's enough or not. So just build like that, and they should be able to flop. Oh, I don't need to open this door or not. So just do it like that, and then I think they can flop this way into it, right? Or are they going to pick that up? It looks like they're not picking it up, but I don't know if that's enough water or not. I suppose we'll see. One of them will flop in there eventually, just from random chance. Go on. Come on. Hey. No, so it's not enough water. So I think if there was enough water in here, they'd go for it. Just like, yeah, I need to put a place for the pitch pump. Let's just have another go at this. In the meantime, we finished vacuuming this out, which is great. So let's have that off. That. Boom. Okay, let's ask for some water in there. Make sure to enable auto bottle. Why they're on idle? Right, so everything's run out of power. I don't know how we don't have enough power. Oh, okay. It hasn't. It's just the soup docks have been disconnected. So you gotta use this deconstruct tool with buildings filter. That's the way to do it. Now everyone will get back out. So as long as we put enough water in here, they should be fine. Let's find out what the minimum for Pakus is. I don't know what the answer is, but we'll find out. Sure, someone's got it on their night shift. Ooh. So you're starting to get a little bit longer. They're only going to go worse from here. Okay. Nice. So just over-pressurising that, and I think... Yeah, so we've obviously got loads of nat gas in here. Pump that out later on. So I need to set up the storage in the top right, but there's too much going on. This is the problem. And they're already not moving quick enough. Come on. So 273 isn't enough. We've got a little bit more for us. 300. 300 not enough? 350? 350 is enough, right, okay, so that's the, there you go. If you ever wondered how much Paku needs, it's 350 kilos a tile. That's the answer. Now, are these guys going to flop in the right direction? Yeah, so they've picked it up now. They've worked out. They can flop down. So it's useful to do this, because then you can just keep getting Pakus from the printing pod. And then they'll keep making eggshells for us, which is good. And we're going to need the lime. I think power alright. I think we are. And that's going up quite well. Still down on iron, but I think we just go nuts. I mean, it's better to have steel than iron, so no point saving the iron. We've got a lot of iron ore on this map too, haven't we? Yeah. That's aluminium, that's iron. So there's a good chunk here. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's a good amount. You can always get more from space, but still, yeah. Anyway, the steel's better than the iron, so if you convert all your iron to steel, you're only better off for it. So no harm there. Cool. So the petroleum boiler's all set up. Really, we're just waiting for the magma, and then fortunately as well, these guys are working on the oil reservoirs. Once that's built, we can stick a little bit of crude oil in. As long as we get a little packet there and falls through there, that turns into vacuum, and happy day. Oh, we need to dig these out too. So I think we're looking good on the petroleum boiler front. Research-wise, we're almost there. Oh. It almost needs another one of these, to be honest, but our cost is quite intense. We'll just leave it and do it efficiently, and then go from there. And that's really getting us to space as well, so as soon as we get that up, we can start looking at space. What I should probably do then is... that's been dug through, so that's only a couple of grams. Yep. So that's fine. Just making sure we can dig the oil out properly. So that's fine. So we can come in here, and then this is going to be copper 1, 2. So what we're going to need to do is strip mine, really. I think strip mining is the order of the day. Well, I suppose if we just do it in here, we'll be fine. So these are steel doors because they need to be steel. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to size it for 10. I think 10 is correct. Could just run that through there like that. Okay, 2 gap, 2 gap, 2. So if I size it for 10 for now, I'll build insulation around rather than anything else. Okay. But I've already put meshes on. See that? Yeah, but that won't hurt because I can use this layer for other stuff. So we'll square this off, pull it down, pull this round, and we have a brick. And this is going to be our industrial brick. And yes, it is huge. That's fine. I'd say that's fine if we don't run out of copper ore to build this with, which I think we might. We'll get a little bit back from this, but okay, even more copper ore. Oh dear. That's why I think we need to go strip mining. It's gonna help. Okay, so we don't need to leave that anymore. But this side we can definitely just... Well, this is going to spill oil everywhere. We'll just fall down the ladder. We won't bother. Cool. Ultimately, we'll have to redo all of this anyway, because this petroleum boiler here isn't part of the final design. But obviously, it's the volcano-driven one, because that's what I've got access to. There's two types: the volcano-driven one, and there's the aquatuna-driven one. But for the aquatuna, you need supercoolant and thermium, which are the late game resources we need to get from space, so we can't build that for a while, and this is going to help us get there. So we can't be too picky right now. But we're going to need metal ore. That's going to be the hold up here. So okay, yeah, there's a good chunk here. So what probably do. No swing principles. Still not taking anyone. Don't really want those blossom seeds, but why are we getting injured? I don't know why we're getting injured. Shouldn't be. So what we can just do is dig. And if there's it's all over the place. If there's copper ore in here, we may as well have it. So we'll build that across. Dig that out. Build this across. We'll just have all of this. Destroy the natural environment. Don't tell Greta. Alright, and I really just want the copper ore out of this, to be honest. So that's a good chunk. So a lot of digging, a lot of construction going on everywhere. Still pumping out steel, which is good. And the materials research continues very slowly. Only 21 away, so that's good. That's not reachable, is it? Nope. I think you can do that. Ah, this is still on oil. Okay, it's probably slowing things down. Cool. No gas output. No. So we'll just build this up like that. That across. So in terms of laddering, yeah, I'd envisaged another ladder down here. So, oh no, don't do that. Looks like my keys have igneous. Got more igneous. Always imagine just a giant ladder here. I think that's going to be the final position for that too, which is good. So putting some stuff in the right place for the final position. Well, we can't do all of it. Okay, and just on we go. Okay, right, cool. We're out of gold. Interesting, but this is going now, which is excellent. So we have 2 oil wells. This one's overpressured itself. That's fine. That's not so ideal though, because that gas is, well, it's valuable, but we'll have to destroy it, I think, because I don't see any other way of getting this out. But still, what we'll do is we'll build all the gas stuff up and we'll vent it. So we do need to get this done, actually. So we need to vent this to space, and then we'll start putting in the infinite storage in this corner. God, there's so much to do. So much to do. Ideally, I'd need more Dupes. Just don't know if I can take them on. I suppose I can always make mush bars if we're struggling, but let me just make sure these sensors are set. Do that. that. No, let's copy them all one by one. So this is slowly filling up. We're down on gold amalgam. I just wondered if this dig's going to help us, or we need to go find some more. I mean, this dig should help us over here, but it's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. So yeah, Bubbles is going to continue on digging. That's going to give us a load more copper ore. So this bit should. That means I can finish this up without worrying too much about. Yeah. Running out. So there is that. I mean, there's lots of resources on the map always. Just a question of getting them. So strip mining is definitely the way to do it. I have a tutorial bytes video in the work for that. So that'll be posted shortly after this VOD. So look out for that on my YouTube channel. Just building, digging. I think it's, well, it's inevitably going to take a long time because we're got some quite ambitious plans here. Let's just knocking boulders off. Just check. Okay, so this stuff should be priority 6. And so should that, and that. I'll do some sweeping in there in a minute. And also I'm going to make this ladder priority 6, I think. Well, it's going to take them a long time to build, so they may as well focus on it. Yeah, she's got another 7 tons. I mean, it's just loads. This is taking 2.5 tons per run. It's a lot of material. So we'll build it like this. Then this gives us 10 stables. And we'll have to put some more doors in and stuff. So we'll configure the stables, but we need to dig out the whole area. We've got a long task ahead of us here. Well, I know this is going to get exciting. Get really exciting later on. Just hope it's not too bad now. Brilliant. Right, so the hydrocarbon research is done. And that's going to get me pretty much everywhere. I will need that at some point, but let's, in the meantime, how many data banks we got? 11. So we will need data banks. Just check if we've got enough plastic. Yeah, we've got 1500 plastic. So we've got another 760. We'll send Frankie up. We'll do a bit more orbital research because we need to get on with the drill comb, but we can also now pop the petroleum engineering, can't we? Space above rocket blocked, so that's that. So we'll get that deconstructed. So we'll send Frankie up, if he goes. Yeah, so they're going to dig on with this, which is the priority 6 stuff. Volcanoes 1.5 cycles out. I don't know if the next. I think the next eruption should be enough, although it might just be just about enough. Honestly, there are easier ways of getting petroleum right now, but we've gone with this, so to work out what to do. It's annoying me how basic everything is right now. I don't really have the dupes to quickly fix everything. It's going to take a while. Cool. So now that that's done, put the petroleum engine in. I always put the Spacefarer goes at the bottom. I think it's that's a good tip. It's very tempting to put it up at the top, but actually that's the wrong place for it. It's much better at the bottom. So just thinking about what we actually need to get done. We need to do telescoping. So Given the food situations, because kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. I think if we come out here and we get another 3 tiles, we should find most of the planets. So I reckon we can probably get away with 1 tank, and then we'll do solid fuel, and then we'll just pop in some other stuff. We'll need some more glass, and we'll do that. In terms of laddering, we'll just come up like that. 1 in there, and we'll make some more glass because that's going to be needed. I think we could probably do 10. But we need a way to swap this petroleum as well, so... Yep, I just noticed I got a bottle empty in here, even though I really don't think it's necessary. Oh no, let's get rid of it. Because it'll fill up anyway, even if it does this. We'll work that one out. I think really focus is going to be on for the short term. I'll just check my rocket. Frankie to sleep. How many? We got 23 data banks. He'll probably go a bit longer. Stress is really low. As long as he doesn't starve. He's got 2 days of food. He'll be more than fine. Right. Yeah, not loving any of those. Still just assessing the food situation, because if we can get more food, then we can take on a lot more dupes. But I think that's what all this is going to do. So unfortunately, we're going to have to bear with it for now. It's going to take a while. Could be another 20, 30 cycles, which I think is going to be kind of the full extent of what I'm able to stream for tonight. So we'll try and get this all set up, because this is going to be the fun bit. Okay, so we sweep that, then I can start feeding this in as well. This needs to be, if it's below, you can do anywhere around 405, 410, depends on how ambitious you want to be, and above. We'll see that. I did say I was going to explain the automation here anyway when we get set up. I think it's much easier to talk through the petroleum boiler when it's actually working. This is the problem. I mean, we've actually... The chamber here and the magma is good, and now the oil is with the issue. And... What's this? Oh, we're doing that. Some exploring I was trying to do. Probably. This is a long thing to build, especially with this alone. The natural gas outputs from the gas pumps aren't going to be an issue, because they can. The natural gas will happily sit in these rooms. Petroleum output will be an issue, because I've currently not got anywhere for that. I can start this boiler. It's just not ideal. But I'm thinking of running the liquid pipe up here, at least for now. So that's going to come out of here. And if I run it up... Oh god. Oh no. There's so many liquid pipes here already. Okay, we'll just dive out. This is a mess, in all honesty, and I hate it. But I don't see any other immediate choice, so... Oh good, we got some more magma. It should be filling up the blade, and now my question was whether this is going to push the blade over the edge or not, and I think it will, but I don't think it will enough. Because magma's very viscous, so it will just pile up over here. Yeah, so it has done, But that's, yeah, that's what I thought. So two isn't enough to fill the blade up. There's a little bit in here, but this needs to be more. You see now, that's already turned to igneous rock because these aren't hot, so everything in the system needs to heat up. But I think that's transferring heat, which is good because we need it to, so we'll just leave it. No issue with that. Why was this not priority 6? I thought I made this priority 6. Anyway, we have now. So I'll pop in those bridges as well. So, it's the petroleum outline. I'm going to say we'll redo all of this later on. Which is kind of going to be the theme for this build. Yeah, sorry, I completely forgot about Frankie. My bad. So we'll just change that to Catalina's our researcher, I think. We've got a load more data banks, good. Don't know why we've got dirt there. Some P here, deal with that. So pressurising that, that's fine. So we're up to sort of stabilise 150 kilos. Tile. Yeah, so Frankie's going to de-stress. Now. Cool. Well, this is going to drop a load of sand out as soon as we dig this one. Yeah, definitely easier to dig from below than above, isn't it? Or is it? No, you can't say. But yep, we'll just tunnel our way upwards there. Which is excellent. Should have some more data banks. So the research... Yes, we got advanced research to go. What body temp? Ooh, I've killed this Weezewort with glass. I was hoping these Weezeworts could absorb the heat, and they will, but it needs to be under 95 or they can't work. Slowly coming down as friends will help them out. That's fine, but we have enough. Okay, we've got enough for 2 solar panels, so I can just pop that in. So I can send Catalina up. I think I'm probably going to do that. Send Catalina up. I assume no one unloaded the data packs. Yeah, they're still here. We got 46. Just checking Frankie, because Frankie's our other researcher. So he just needs that priority, I think. Good. So we've got another 14 cycles till this fills up, and then we can actually use it. I think this is, yeah, this is slowly pulling heat out. So really, just lots of time to be digging and building. Sorry, this is going to be, I think, possibly a bit of a slow episode too. Because we've done a lot of planning, so we just need the dupes to get on and execute, really. Not really much I can do to speed that up. Agreed. I think, I don't know what that alert is. Are they fleeing from something? Yeah, they're definitely tunneling their way up there. Good small pipes going in. So what I could also do, probably put that in like that, and just take it across. Actually, that could be a good idea. So if I just take it across here, and they can rejoin that there and come at it from above as well. We'll see how they prioritise. We need gold amalgam for these. I don't have enough. Okay. Just check, yes, we vacuum liquid locked those ones. Not this one. Let's just get some of that there. Who's unreachable for? Okay, Catalina, of course. She's still got 2,500 kilocalories, which is fine. And yeah, okay, so research complete, which is good. So we get the interplanetary stuff, which we got quicker. The drill cones will take a while. Now we need the drill cones. I think I'm probably getting ahead of myself with the drill cones, to be honest. Because the main issue is going to be getting the telescoping done. So I wonder if we should bump the priority on this up. I think that's probably going to help. Let's do that. So get this petroleum rocket going. Of course, we need to fuel it. So we can, of course, pull that from here. But it's going to be another 13 cycles. I've got this petroleum stored up over here. Which if I can put across and ship up, I can probably do that. Let's put that bridge back in place and put it across here. Is that too high? I think that's above floor level, so we'll come up, follow this convoluted route, and join in here. So we can pull that petroleum up from here, and then we can probably just gather some oil together and some more. But that's enough for 2 fuel tanks. Evidus, hello, temp shift. Sorry, I missed some of your chats, I think. Temp shift, crab's probably aggressive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the crabs, but I haven't caught them. I haven't caught them doing it, so they're evading me. Every time you try and raise Pokeshells, they kill you. Yes. They can be nasty, but there's definitely no eggs in here, and I don't know if there's other Pokeshells on the map, but I have no other explanation for them getting hurt, because they're in suits, so it's not temperature. So, I assume you're correct. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, how are you doing, Evidus? Thanks for popping in. Twitch tells me your first time chat. Don't know if you've been lurking before. Chat's been very quiet so far. Going an hour now, and so far people have just been watching quietly, which is fine. So, I do enjoy talking to people, of course, when I'm talking only. Cool, okay, so Nisbet's coming down here. Getting this built. Yeah. Good, you're saying temperature's place for the Wheeze Forge. Yeah, so what happened was I put my Glass Forge output here onto the Wheeze Forge. And it just overheated this left one with molten glass. But I think the other 4 rescued it, basically, so that's fine. Right. I think a temp shift is going to help too much. Remember, the Weezeworts pump right to left, I'm pretty sure, so they suck in gas on the bottom tilings, spell it on the top. This is nice and self-cooling. Sounds like you're a bit of an Oni veteran as well. Yeah. Got many hours, like me. Come on, Dupes. Sorry, I keep forgetting about my poor spacefarers. Apologies. So, okay, so this is built. Now, I did actually have a nice rocket interior in my blueprint, so excuse me if you think this is cheating, but I've done this before. So I'm just going to plop it down again. This is correct. Okay, just a little bit of shuffling here. Do that. We'll do that. Where's my power socket? There's a big power socket on this build. Alright, you can make it about a year. Yeah, I'm done spaceships. Okay, alright. Yeah, so, are you playing your Spaced Out or the base game? Because they're quite different, but so let's cancel that. Yeah, the rocketry in Spaced Out's pretty awesome. It's not more accessible. Come on, why? The wire. Right. So put that next to the window. We've got a bed, which is fine. This is missing a dining table. Put a mess table there. That would be a great hall, I think. I can't remember if this counts for industrial machinery or not. It's so annoying. Maybe this counts, maybe it doesn't, and that'll be fine. Oxygen, we'll just fill the room, and we'll use the old soup trick. So that should do it. You have Spaced Out. You've only used the teleporter. Yeah, the teleporter's quite easy. The rockets aren't too bad. I mean, I'm not. I'm a bit torn as to whether to say that this is going to be particularly educational or not, because the way I'm doing this, I've kind of skipped a couple of steps. So I've got this little carbon dioxide rocket, which I've used for orbital research. So I've got the orbital data lab on here, just making the data banks. But then I've jumped straight into the petroleum engine. So because I'm going to have loads of petroleum on this map, I thought this would be good. You can use the steam as an intermediate one. I tend not to use the rab bolt too much. Yeah, hydrogen's obviously a bit overkill. We can't really do that right now. So this is a good balance. So I don't know if I would recommend this as the way to do it. I think steam's definitely an easier way. But for the sake of speed and because I have because I already have the petroleum, then we're good. I'm going to need to run a water line all the way up here as well. Oh my god. Yeah, unfortunately I think a lot of this infrastructure is just going to be temporary. I'm just wondering temperatures, if it's even worth insulating. Probably. You have 2 hydrogen vents and a natural gas vent. Don't think the fuel is going to be an issue, yes. Well yeah, but hydrogen rockets are particularly tricky things. They're certainly not easy. So I can also put a ladder up here. So they can reach 4 up. They can reach 3 down, so I won't need that one. I won't need that one. Will I? Well, they can reach 4 and 2. They can probably reach that with just that, I think. We'll find out. One tank, I'm going to need oxalite for 450. That's not 450. You found an iron fissure, but you're scared to touch it. It's by your base. So, an iron volcano, do you mean? Because I've got this aluminium volcano over here, but I've captured it nicely. So, this, yeah. I mean, they're good if you can harness them. I mean, all it really needs is a steam room and a steam turbine on top, and then just got this little aqua tuner loop that's cooling the steam turbine, so it doesn't overheat. But other than that, actually, it's a fairly neat little setup. You can go with auto sweepers and things in there if you so want. I've just left it in there for them to fish the aluminium out. So I think as long as you do it properly, there's the metal volcanoes are definitely a benefit rather than something to be scared about. But of course, that relies on dealing with them properly. So. Yeah. I think aquatunes are a bit of a confusing topic. Don't have any oil or steel. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, that's because they're kind of mid-game stuff. I mean, I really prioritise getting steel out quickly. We're out of lime now, but we've got loads of fossil on this map, so that's not an issue. But yeah, I rush towards steel and oil. As you can see by this map, oil is not an issue. There's literally oil everywhere. So that one wasn't too hard for me, but of course on a normal map you need to dig down to the bottom, which can take some time. And yeah, sometimes I take for granted some of the basic stuff that you get set up. So a lot of the basic infrastructure I can do quite easily, which means I don't have to worry about food. I don't have to worry about my bathrooms going or my oxygen ever running out. All of that stuff is basically sorted forever, and I don't have to worry about it. But I think if you're a less experienced player, then trying to do all of that stuff is challenge enough, and getting oil and steel up is the main priority. So okay, great, Nisbet's trapped herself, thank you, get out of there. Cool, so definitely going to need more data banks, but probably what's going to hold us up is the deal materials research again anyway. Catalina, so I can send Himawari back up. Oh, and Evidus, I've been naming people after anyone in chat. So if you wanna be a dupe, by all means you can nominate a dupe, and I'll rename it for you. Okay. Have any preference, or just shout any names out that's not taken? This bit Frank. Oh no. Alright, I think I've got Himawari Pro and Frankie confused, but that's fine. Okay, so yeah, just sorry, I think there's possibly more interesting topics, but we're really just you could be right. Yeah, you could be Frankie. All right, well yeah, because I was confusing. Is that Turner? I think that's Turner that I renamed. You can be our researcher. One of our two. Sleeping on the floor, peeing in a suit so we can explore the stars. So be you. Hello. Hi, Himawari. Just woke up with you. It was not too early. I'm going to be here for at least another hour, so that's not a problem. You haven't missed everything. Yeah, but see, this is the life of my researchers up here. They just pee themselves. I mean, they go up for a cycle or so. As long as they don't starve or suffocate, and they can't suffocate because they've got a suit on, then yep, you're gonna have to work in your pee. So sorry about that. Right. Yeah, so you haven't missed too much. I've got all this vacuumed out, so the boiler's ready to go. The magma has just about dripped down, and a tiny bit came down here. So the next eruption I'll get this full up, which is good. The problem is the rest of the infrastructure. So I've got two of these set up, 3 of these. I've run out of gold amalgam, but I think we'll fix that shortly. Okay. Hold on. Do it like that. So we'll fix that shortly with this bit monstrosity. The petroleum output line is going to come all the way up. I'm going to do infinite storage up here in this corner because it's nice and out of the way. So I'm having to put in a whole load of infrastructure to do that, and my industrial brick is going here. So it's a bit of a monster, and this isn't even half of it. So by the time it gets full sized, this will run something like this big, I think. That's going to be the end size of it. So we've actually only got a tiny little bit built. and even now it's monstrous. So I was just thinking I'm probably going to run out of materials to build it with. I don't have enough. Well, I'm not sure I've got enough. I mean, there's a load of ore here, and there's copper ore everywhere. I've mined out, or tried to mine out this area, and there's another good chunk of copper over here too. So there's metal for me. I think we just need to strip mine it out. But right now we're just focusing on setting this up. Also, I've got a petroleum rocket here, and just wondering how to pull this pipe out, because what I could do is just come across. I think that's probably the easiest way. For now, no, hold on. I'll go up. Is it Everdus or Everdus? And go either way on that. There he is, sleeping on the floor. Bring him back. I'm starting to go. There we go. Okay. Everdus. Okay. Cool. No, I'll call you how you like to be called. And at least do you that courtesy. I just find it funny. There's things like translating names where your name sounds different in another language. It doesn't make any sense to me. For me, a name is a sound you make to refer to someone. So, regardless of what language it's in, it should be the same. But some languages struggle with certain sounds, or they just don't have them. So, kind of understand that. Cool. So yeah, a lot of building and a lot of digging in this stream. Unfortunately, I wish I could do something a bit more exciting. Well, I suppose that the space stuff, well, it's getting there. It's hardly taken off yet. So we've got little bits of research missions going up just for the orbital research, but really we haven't actually got into the meat of doing the space exploration, which is going to be good. We said Catalina up, 14. She'll be fine. And mop, just keep getting P in here because more researchers. Oh, we just poured a load of salt water out there. Whoops, didn't. Okay, we're making a liquid mess everywhere. It's this is now water and salt water and crude oil. But we'll worry about that later. You just pull everything, chuck a couple of filters on, and put it in storage. Just thinking, I don't need to store any other types of water other than just pure water, do I? So I'm going to go for Escher waterfalls up here. I'll need water, I'll need petroleum, and I think that's it. I don't think I need any more liquids. So I should only need 2. The petroleum one, I think I need to size for a couple of pumps. The water one needs to be at least 9 pumps. Because I think my expectation is to move just shy of 90 kilos a second of water around. Who's got stuck? Okay, so that's fine. Oh. How have they done that? Ah, right, they were coming in here. Okay. I just wondered because they couldn't get through here anyway. So I think, yeah, and that's a tip here actually. I think a lot of people try and dig and build to get their way out. They don't deconstruct the thing that's just trapped them in. It's much quicker to just deconstruct that and get them back out rather than faff around with this. But yeah, people get very hung up on trying to build and dig their way out rather than trying to just rebuild what just trapped them in. Right, okay, so I think we're going to get some more P in the base.